Hello, Ross. As you already know, we installed a dog door a few months ago. This has come as a godsend to us because our dogs, who are little princes, believe that they should be able to come and go as they please. And for the past decade plus, this has meant us letting them out, and then letting them in, and then letting them out again. And oh, I just sat down and there's scratching at the door because someone wants to be let back in. And we just did it over and over and over. Yes, we could have ignored it, knowing the weather is fine and they could spend a little extra time outside, but we had to respond to the scratching at the door. The way that dogs are treated now is leaps and bounds better than it was when we were kids growing up in rural South Carolina. Growing up, dogs slept in dog houses, which were in the dog lot. Dad would yell to no one in particular who let the dog in the house and then, "Get this dog out of here." Bad weather was the only thing that would warrant a dog sleeping in the house at night. The dog got a bath if it rolled in something dead. Maybe. Dogs rode in the back of a truck. I can't remember a dog ever riding in the actual car. It was always a truck. But dogs now, my dogs go to the groomers. We take them to dog parks so they can have doggy play dates. They ride in the car and they have their own doggy seat belts. When the weather is nice, one refuses to come inside at night and we say, "We can't go to bed until Suzaku comes into the house." They sleep in the house. Blitz sleeps on our bed. Blitz, who is 13 years old, has a luxating patella, a wobbly kneecap. So he sometimes has trouble jumping up onto our bed. So we bought him one of those foam pet staircases. But it was kind of narrow, and so Blitz didn't feel comfortable walking up it. So we bought a second one so the whole thing would be wider and feel more secure. He still didn't like it. By this point, his leg was a bit better, and so he would jump over both staircases to get onto the bed. A few months later, his leg was acting up again. The pet stairs were put away in storage, unused, and so we bought a bench to put at the end of the bed to act as a step. He was pretty wary of that too, but it has finally proved successful. He has a dog bed that he never sleeps in. He takes up a good amount of space on our bed, and he bites our feet if we accidentally kick him in the night, and yet we have spent hundreds of dollars for him to be able to continue to sleep on our bed. So at this point, buying the dog door was no big deal. In fact, it was one of the only doggy purchases that we've ever made that was more for our happiness than for the dogs. In the installation instructions for this pet door, there was a huge warning that this will make your house no longer secure for children. A reminder that just as your dogs can come and go through this pet flap, so too can small children, and you might lose them. And I thought, well, that's just a sacrifice we're willing to make for our little fur babies. The other warning was that other animals, wild animals, can use the door to gain access to your house. So your toddlers might escape, but be replaced by a family of opossums. I don't see why a possum or a raccoon, when stumbling upon a door on a single night, would think to push on through when it took my dogs 7 solid days of both showing them and bribing them with treats for them to figure it out. And they still sometimes scratch at the door. Well, that's it for me this week, bro. Hope you have a great one, and I will chat with you later.
He's eyeing me. He's trying to get me, but he can't because his fingers are too. This is you want a treat? This is you want a treat? Good boy. Good boy.